this year's theme is reclaiming the narrative.
I speak with pride at being elected into an historic Labour third term. My former honourable friend, the late Bernie Grant, my former honourable friend, Una King, and my honourable friends, Diane Abbott, David Lammy and Keith Vaz. These former and current MPs, and not all are mentioned, have played a crucial role in extending the representation of our democracy in our country. And encouraging me as the first black female MP for Brent South and the third black woman in Parliament. The Queen often awards OBEs and MBEs regardless of colour, creed, religion or class. And as we're into the theme of modernising, I think we could maybe possibly have a word change. Order of British Excellence or Merit of British Excellence, which sums up the people around the country. Black people in particular get very excited when we see other black people on TV. And I remember in the days of T-Mobile and after 7 o'clock when the phones would ring because the calls were free to say, did you see that black person? That goes to the commissioners and how these things are done. And it's so important.
I hear people say all the time, I'm not racist, I have black friends, I haven't got a racist bone in my body. We kind of need to wake up.
This week I launched the Investing in Ethnicity and Race in the Workplace Maturity Matrix, a free resource for businesses in this regard as chair of the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Governance and Inclusive Leadership.
You get emails from teachers who say, I remember teaching the children of the Windrush generation, and is there anything that I can do? Will the government accept my evidence to prove that these people were here as British citizens? It's heartbreaking.
Almost every piece of progressive legislation in the UK was delivered by a Labour government, such as the Race Relations Act and the Human Rights Act. Meanwhile, current legislation means that people can only bring discrimination against one grounds of their identity, and we must do better. Section 14 of the Equality Act must be enacted so we can bring forward cases on multiple grounds of discrimination. The N-word is never acceptable. I'm still waiting, Mr. Speaker, for an explanation as to why the N-word was used at a particular meeting. As I say, we must be very careful. We must be exemplar in our attitudes in this place.
You can go through your whole of the GCSE and not have reference to any black authors at all. You can go through history thinking that, you know, the people that were enslaved were not a part of the uprising. You could go through history and not understand the richness of Africa and the Caribbean. You can go through history and not understand all the leaders in the black community. Labour's Emancipation Educational Trust is vital and it's an investment that is long overdue. The teaching of a decolonised history and inclusion of black history is so important. The Natural History Museum has stated that scientists are sure that Homo sapiens first evolved in Africa. So reclaiming the narrative might also mean resetting the narrative. Some debts cannot be easily written off, and one such debt is the enslavement of 13 million Africans. And as we approach the end of the bicentenary of the abolition of the Slave Trade Act, I know our legacy will be to teach an objective history as part of the curriculum. And I hope we will also commemorate slavery each year as we do the Holocaust.
Thank the Honourable Lady for using an opportunity at Prime Minister's questions yesterday and other occasions to ask for a debate on Black History Month.